Alright guys, Kazoo71 here, back on Ark Survival Ascended. Last episode we went and get some explorer notes, kind of stayed on the surface. So I've taken my 3 Megalodons that I did 2 episodes ago that I tamed underwater. What I told you guys I was taming them for was to get a Basilosaurus, or a basil as I call them. So I'm going to do this video so I can show you guys the underwater part. And I want to show you guys how ridiculous some of this stuff is. For instance, this Megalodon, I have 2 of them following me, and that sucker will not go underwater, as you guys can see. So this video, I'm gonna really not edit any of the footage out. I'm just gonna show you guys this whole 20 minutes of just what the heck is going on. But it's really ridiculous. Like, that Megalodon is still stuck at the surface up there, so I'm hoping maybe if I attack something, it'll come down. And it's still not down here. It's just me and the other one. So it's really just crazy. I only have 1 saddle on. It's on this one that I'm on, so I can't really just jump on the other ones and bring them up. But so there we go. Took that Meg out. We're gonna find us a basil. We're gonna tame this thing, but I'm gonna try to figure out how to get this other one underwater. I just don't get it, and it's not. It's just odd. And that one got beat. My other Meg got beat up a little bit right there. Look at that. It's a little bloody already. Hopefully this works. All I need these Megs for is to find a Basilosaurus, and then I need to kill the mantas around it. That's all we gotta do. And this is probably bloody because I keep leveling it up, so yeah. That's probably the deal. That's the dealio. Alright, where's this other one at? Why is it still back here? Stupid. Look at it, still stuck up top. I don't know what it's doing. It's just totally glitched. So I'm going to change this a little bit and see if that'll make it follow me more. I just don't get it. I don't understand what is going on with that thing. It's just stuck on the surface. Look at it. It's still stuck on the surface. It's like glitched out on top of the water. Now, let me just state this again. I recorded this on the 4th of November. The game came out on the 25th of October. I don't know if they fixed this yet or not, but this is just so stupid. Stupid Megalodon won't go underwater. Look at him. He's floating on top of the water. What a dumb thing. Alright, that's just ridiculous. So I think the only way to get him down is to maybe throw a saddle on him and ride him under or something. I don't know. It's just so strange. Oh, what's he attacking? You get attacked by that mana? Dude. Oh, I forgot manas are kind of aggressive if you get too close to them. I don't really want to fight them, but we will. I like to keep the manas there because if you're close to a Basilosaurus that's surrounded by manas and you attack a lone mana, the other ones will leave the basil and come after you. So, yeah, which is really cool. Is that a wild Meg too? Or is that my Meg? That's a wild Meg. What that? Where's my other 2 at? The heck is wrong with these guys? I'm all by myself down here. Jeez, dude. Now somebody was making a comment about my Basilosaurus in another video that I use these guys when I went to one of the caves. So I use 1 basil and 1 basil only. You get a high level basil, you can take out everything in the ocean. You just have to be careful. And if you go in those 2 caves, which we'll do, I'll do them eventually and I'll show you guys. The one of them is a little bit dangerous, so I may take the basil with a couple of little tag-alongs so to kind of distract other stuff if I get attacked. But you really only need one high level one, and you can pretty much tackle everything in the ocean. The problem with having things follow you sometimes is just like this. I mean, you have these 2 Megalodons, and only one of them is here. The other one's still on the surface up there somewhere. And this one looks pretty bad because I leveled it up, so it looks like it's about to die. It's not going to, though. Hopefully not. We'll be good. We'll be good. This one got some pretty good levels. Let's throw some levels around. As you can see, I'll do some speed, melee, little stamina, little health. So don't really care too much about these Megalodons as long as I get the basil first, and they can die for all I care. It's kind of sad to say, but they're just bait. So someone also made a comment that they tamed the dolphins, which is cool. Yeah, most people's first tame will be a dolphin. That's just how they do it. My first tame is always the Megalodon. I don't care about the dolphins. I could care less about them suckers. They don't do anything. They're super fast. I do tame them sometimes just because, but they're super fast. You can lead them and run around different things and outrun pretty much everything in the ocean. Look at this guy, man. He's still floating up top. Yeah, so we're going to try this saddle trick here. Let's see what happens. So what I need to do is I need to get on this other guy. I'm going to put the saddle on him. And, oops, what the heck? Where'd he go? Why don't you just stay still for me, dude? Yeah, let me stop following. Oh, look, he went underwater. Oh, my gosh. I whistled him to stop following. He all of a sudden glitched underwater. Let me take him down a little bit. I'm going to put him down right here. So he's underwater now. He's no longer on the surface. Give me that saddle back, you dummy. Stupid Meg. Call that the flying Meg. The flying fish, I guess. Anyway, so when you take the dolphin's cool because you can outrun stuff if you're trying to lead things into a trap or something like that. But I still use a Meg, man. It's just me. That's my preferable method. I use a Meg till I get a Basil, and it's just the Basil. I'm not using these Megs or anything else. I'll tame a Tuso to squid, but I ain't gonna use it. I'll tame a Mosey, but I'm not gonna use it. I'll tame some Plazies, not gonna use them. They're just pointless to me. The Basil is immune to the squid. Can't grab them. There's a Basil right there. Not a super high level, but that one will work to start. And it's also immune to all the electric stuff. The eels, the jellyfish. Which, by the way, let's mention the jellyfish on this map. Good lord, what the heck did Wildcard do? They took the packs of jellyfish away. Now there's one jellyfish that you're going to find by itself every once in a while, and it's going to be kind of like just hovering over the rocks or in a little crevice, and it ain't going to attack you. It's just going to sit there. It's so stupid. So getting biotoxin is pretty difficult now. Try to get these man's attention here. Okay, you want to try to shoot one of them and try to get them away. I just need to hit one. There we go. All you gotta do is hit one, and then they all come after you. Then we'll eat them with the Megs. Clear out everything, and then we'll worry about this Basilosaurus and tame it. Like I said, not a super high level, but it doesn't matter. I just need one to start. Once I got one, then I'll get a higher level one, and we'll kind of upgrade it. Don't really care. A low level one can take out everything just as well as a high level one. It just takes a little more work. But you guys see the water's pretty clear. These are on high settings and not the epic ones. This is when the game first came out, and I was still running the 2060 in the video on this. Now I have the 4090 on this new computer. It's still running the epic settings. I don't think it's worth it though. It's really not. So I run some high settings and some medium. I don't need the epic ones. The epic one drags it down a little bit more. It lowers the frame rates. I could still get like 60 frame rates with this thing on the epic, but it's just not worth it. I'm telling you guys, it don't look that good. A lot of people get mad when I say that, and I've had some comments from people like, "Oh, it does look good." Okay, well, great. I'm glad you like it. I don't like it. I don't think it looks any different. So where'd he go at? Where'd he go? Man. At this point, I'm not using anything, no awesome spyglass or anything, so I don't have any mods on. Well, my guys are all bloody and beat up. Is that him? Go way over here. I think that's him. Yeah, it looks like him. Alright, anyway, so yeah, that's him. Here's my sausage. People call them the ocean sausage, big sausage. So, yeah, there we go. Let's feed them. So, several things you can feed them. Kibble probably being the best thing, but then the raw prime meat and raw mutton. Raw mutton, of course, the second best. And then raw prime meat would be the third best. And then I would recommend use regular raw meat. Raw fish, for some reason, is not as good. So that's just how they set it, which is strange since it's an ocean creature. So use meat. As you can see, I have regular raw meat in my last inventory. I don't have any prime meat on me. Prime meat would be better. I don't have none. And I think, personally, I may be wrong, I think the raw meat is better than the raw prime fish meat. So I could kill a Megalodon and harvest it and get that prime fish meat, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I'll just use the regular meat. Take a few times. So you can see where he's at. This is going to take a little bit, so we just got to steer and protect him. Like I said, I want to show you guys the whole thing. I didn't want to chop anything out for once. Normally I would. I'd tame it the first time and then kind of jump forward to when it's almost done. But I just want to show you guys what it looks like, how long this darn thing takes. It's not like super quick. So it takes about 12 minutes to tame this thing. So, but you can see the kind of the water in the background where the edge of the map is. That's where the dome would be, and you can't go past that part where it's just kind of like sand. It looks like nothing out there. So same time, we're looking around a little bit, just want to see what's going on. Everything is still on this map that was on the other one. So on the bottom here, guys, be careful. Those lobster looking things start with an E are still down here, and they still will torp you. So just watch out, get too close. And normally I would be seeing jellyfish all over the place, but like I said, I don't know what they did and why they did this, but they pretty much took the spawn rate of the jellyfish off. They're hardly on the map at all. I would almost consider them one of the rare spawns now. It's ridiculous. Especially since I use the shock and tranquilizer darts pretty much all the time to tame stuff. And without the biotoxin, you can't make them. So just kind of doing a little force feeding. You guys know how this works. If you don't, you just, on the PC, you're spamming E. So whatever your action button is on PlayStation and on Xbox, what is it? Xbox? What do they call that thing now? Xbox X or whatever, the newest one. I said it wrong and somebody was like, well, you said it wrong. I think it's funny, these little children. People that complain when people say something wrong, it just cracks me up. So, yeah. Each part of the country, people say things differently. So when you're, you know, you may pronounce like tomato and tomato, you know. Some people, I call it tomato, so some people call them different. Whatever you gotta say, however you want to say it, say it. If you feel like you need to make yourself feel good by making fun of other people, go for it. Be yourself. Feel good about yourself by cutting down somebody else. Sorry, I'm on a little rant, so it just cracks me up sometimes. I used to when I first started doing these videos, I let people's comments bother me. Now I just laugh. I'm like, oh, what an idiot. I don't say that to them in the comments, but I can say it in my videos. So some people say some dumb stuff, man. Like when I was saying, people really went on a rant when I kept saying Ragnarok instead of Ragnarok. I thought that was pretty funny. It's Ragnarok. Okay. So as you can see, you know, just kind of stand back a little bit, waiting for this thing. If you've never passive tamed before, guys, if it's something you're watching the first time, any passive tame is like this. The first feeding is instant. The second feeding is a long, drawn-out time before you can feed it a second time. Once you feed it the second time, then all subsequent feedings are pretty quick. So your third, fourth, fifth, they're pretty fast. But the first one, between 1 and 2, is the longest wait. So annoying. I don't know why they did it like that. It's how they did it. So the basil, the Basilosaurus, is not as bad for me. The ones I hate are like, I call them the alcoholics. They start with a C. Don't ask them what, but you feed them beer to tame them. Man, because you got to crouch behind them things and follow them for a while before they'll eat a second time. And that, every time I do that, my hands start sweating because I'm trying to crouch and I'm trying to stay behind them and try not to bump into them and start it all over again. The Hyenodon's also another one like that too, so you gotta kind of work on that Hyenodon and stay behind it and don't bump it. I seen early on when people were doing these videos way back when. I mean, the game's been out since 2015. Not Ark Survival Ascended, but Ark. And they were like making traps to tame a Hyenodon. Put them in a trap, and then they would passive tame them in a trap. Every time I tried that, that sucker would not do. It would get trap panic. It would never work. So the only other one is the bat, the onyx. You got to put that thing in the building to tame it, because it's almost impossible, or pretty much is impossible to tame any other way. Because you got to passive tame it, and you got to be able to get up to it and feed it without it seeing you, and nothing else seeing you, and nothing else getting attacked by it. It's just almost impossible. That is one of the only dinos or creatures on the map I've never tamed. I put a lot of taming videos out. That one I have not done yet. So I'll probably maybe try it. Maybe I'll try it on Ark Survival Ascended. Come on, dude. Just eat already. See what I'm saying? That first one is forever between 1 and 2. Get there. I think I did a video. Yeah, I did a video on taming one of these before, and I shortened it out too. I just kind of showed, like, here's what you do, here's how you do it, and then I just kind of edited out the long waits between feedings. It takes a while though. Pretty cool though. I think the water, the graphics are pretty cool in the water. The surface water is pretty neat. You can see pretty far. Which is a little strange because on Ark Survival Evolved, you can see pretty far, but not this far. Like this, you can see all the way to the bottom, which is really weird. And I don't have the settings down where it don't affect. And it, well, it could be. Maybe if I had the epic on the, what's it, the shadows, I think? The shadows? Maybe it would be a little worse. Because I know that's when you take the shadows off, that takes that fog out of the trees and stuff like that, which I hate. It's just so stupid. You can't even see up there in those trees. Come on, dude. Eat already. What the heck's wrong with you? Sorry. A little frustrating. I told you guys it takes a long time. But once I get the first one, you guys are going to see how fast this is. Make sure there's nothing around me. Oh, the other thing, too, I noticed, like, I've been underwater quite a bit, and I think I just fed it. I've been underwater quite a bit, and I have not seen as many alphas as I used to see on Ark Survival Evolved, so they may have cut those down a little bit. Oh, here comes some megs. We're gonna have to fight. All right, let's do it. Take these guys out and we'll back to the basil. Meg fight. Aerial combat in the water. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna harvest this one. Here, I got a prime fish meat. I'll show you. Let's do this. So it's not much of a difference with this as opposed to the regular meat. So, but we'll do it. If anybody playing this game and you got a comment that on how to use the groups, man, I would love someone to tell me how to do this here, right here, as you see. There's no way to put groups anymore. Like you could set 10 groups in Ark Survival Evolved, and you could switch between them. That way, any given time you'd be whistling those. There's no way to do it on this one. I haven't figured it out. This is ridiculous. Nothing stays. It could just be a glitch. See, not much of a difference. Fed it that prime fish meat and pretty much nothing. So we're gonna go back to the meat. Are pretty much the same as the meat. So, but now you can see how quick this is. So all you do is get on the meg, wait a second, go back down there, feed it again. So about as long as it takes to swim back to the meg, get on the meg, get off the meg, is about how long it takes to feed this guy. Pretty close. See? Look at that. See how fast that is? As opposed to that long, what, almost like 7-8 minutes between the first and second one. That was ridiculous. I don't have my settings turned up or anything. We're using normal settings that they did. The only thing I tweaked is the graphics. I don't want to mess with anything else because I wanted to do this like I always do, showing you guys what it would be like as Wildcard set it out. So we're going to have to fight these two megs too. See if I can feed this guy again and then we'll fight him. There we go. Now we're going to give him these megs. I'm going to move out a little bit, kind of get away from this basil, and then we'll take these guys out. I don't want to accidentally bump the basil. There we go. Let's Stay over there, bud, while we kill these 2 megs. That's right, just die. Easy peasy. Killed a dolphin in there too. That's where the meat came from. Alright, let's get this guy. Get him. There we go. We got ourselves a Basilosaurus, aka the Basil. You can cook with this guy. I'm just joking. Anyway, I'm gonna head back, but guys, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I just want to show you guys a little bit back. I'm gonna hit to the surface and kind of swim on the surface for just a second. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like because I think it's really, really cool. But that's how you tame a Basilosaurus, a basil. If you guys like the video, please like and subscribe, guys. If you have any comments, always, I appreciate them, even if they're rude. I mean, I get rude ones all the time. I don't care. I think, like I said, I just laugh now. But anyhow, we're going to head on back to my base. I'm going to park these guys back where they were, and then in a couple of episodes, we'll start working on a pen area and try to find somewhere to put these guys, because there we go right there. It's pretty cool looking, right? But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.